Today we are looking at two issues. Kennedy Japan, what the NPP or the government machinery is doing to him. Then we'll look at John Mahama, some of the comments he made yesterday or quite recently, and other matters like the toll booth and all that, the road tolls that have been introduced back again by this government. We are going to look at these three issues today. Kennedy Japan, let's take a listen to this audio.
Who is this guy who has the moral right to go and check somebody said already we have to be bold and defend Ghanaian businesses in this country. Because Ghana revenue for woman is on the good Ghana for woman, and they are dealing with foreigners. I remember an example. Just last week, Mewana, the friend said, GRA first year come close to Akotnao. Una be man. So when give me power systems and check it, what is going on? Who got to because so una be man, but allowed the government yet he did one. The system is so bad, they say, about the whole day. Last week, I had about 9 calls when your letter and was shippers authority. When your letter and was shippers authority. And I'm moving Koji. I'm Koji, last week Thursday. Letter note say, plant now, yes, ye about 65 complete. GRA Fortune letter said they are going to audit Ashanti Sea. And I'm a silly Adam say, maybe I'm called it. Timenoka say, and Umko. And woman, you let them go and write their report.
I don't get it. People's love for their country, so they decide to put their lives down to serve their own country. Now, is it a crime to serve your own country? In as much as we have to applaud the people like Kennedy Japan for standing up to contest for or put themselves up for election to lead this country, we need to applaud it. And we need to encourage more people to venture, or young individuals, young and well-meaning Ghanaians, people who have actually given employment to a lot of people in their private life. I have always said, we need to start voting for people who have the track record of, running their companies and taking care of about 100 and more people. These are the caliber of people that I think they can run this country, especially businessmen. We don't have to give or leave this country for people who haven't even employed 5 people before, because they will run this country down. They have no experience. Yes, you can bring people who have technical know-how and bring them to bear in your government. But what have we seen? We have tried and tested this for so long, since independence. If you look at the presidents that have come, it's about time we try someone who has the track record, who has employed a lot of people and has a track record. He has businesses running, who can do this job. I feel personally that these are the kind of people we need to look at moving Ghana forward. Why are the GRA actually trying to, collapse his business? Just because of one person's love for his country, he decided to put himself up for election, and government is using all the machineries available to them to run one of their most influential financiers in their party. They want to run him down. Why? It's really dangerous as a country, and well-meaning Ghanaians need to speak against it. GRA has come out with their side of the statement, say they know, be say that they won't harass Kennedy Japan, but they are just doing their job and stuff like that, you know. Until when did you know you were doing your job? People should put themselves up for election before you try to enter into their business to check whether they have paid their taxes, and you know. And why do you do that? Why do you do this? You know, this kind of witch hunting should stop. This is how come for a long time people have decided to stay in the cold, because they don't want to join in the discourse of this country because of witch hunting. Once you put up yourself for election, people start to dig and start to find dirt about you. That is exactly what NPP is doing to their own Canadian Japan. This is the man who in 2016, in my view, decided the flag bearership race between Alan Shamatin and Nanado. He decided it, according to the videos I've watched and what I've heard from him. You know, and it's time for him, he feels that it's time for him to help his country. He put himself up for election, and this is what you do to him. It's really bad. It's in bad taste. And well-meaning Ghanaians, again, should stand up and fight this. Let's move on to the next issue. We wish Honorable candidate Japan well in his quest to become the next leader of the NPP. We wish him well. And I feel that he should stand really firm once he's convinced of what he's doing. He should stand firm. Our prayers are with him. Let's move on to the next issue. Our former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, just made a comment recently, about a day ago, that this election is going to be a do or die. You see, this is what I always talk about, that no politician should come to you to convince you that go and die for him. No politician should do that, should be able to convince you to do that. Look, when they bring their money, take it. When they bring their money, take the money. But tell them in the face that I will not die for you to succeed to become president. Whilst your children are enjoying somewhere, they are relaxing at home, you push me to the front line to go and die for you. And what will I get? What will my family get out of it? Nothing. Peanuts. This is not how we should do our politics. You come out and make certain comments which I find very irresponsible. Sorry to say that, but it's really and highly irresponsible. People have said, our president said the same thing some time ago. People bashed him, the whole well-meaning Ghanaians bashed him. Yes. So we should be bold enough to say, when someone makes an irresponsible statement in this country, we should be able to come out and say it. I feel that that statement by a former president is highly irresponsible. That is a do or die affair. You see, this is how 2024 election is going to be. Take it from me. Now, the EC has been able to do away with that kind of strong room thing at the EC headquarters. Now, during the last election, if you don't police your polling station and they declare the elections at the polling station, it's final. That's how our election is being run now. So once you are not vigilant at your polling station and the elections or the results are declared, it's done. So this is what the NDC should do. You should invest into IT. You have to invest into building your technical know-how about collating your results and getting your results even before the EC gets his results. You need to make sure you have all the machinery in place people who will not go and take money from the other party. Build a network of people, train them so that they will be able to do what? Be loyal to your cause. Get your results for you. Send it to wherever they have to send it. Your national headquarters. You get your results even before the EC gets its results. This is how we do elections. And not about picking guns and inciting people to go and die whilst your children sit at home and eat cornflakes. This is not how we do elections. I'm speaking to the youth of this country that let no politician come to you and come and tell you that go and fight for him or her. This is not how we do politics in the 21st century. That is a statement that I find very, very disgusting. And well-meaning Ghanaians should condemn it in no uncertain terms. It's highly responsible for a former president to have said that. And he later said they will choose knowledgeable people to as polling agents. This is what you have to do. Choose people who are loyal to your cause. Invest into all the money you are talking about investing. You are going to finance your party to after the elections 2024. Yes, this is how you have to invest into your party. You know what they did to you in the last elections? Huh? People were supposed to invest, gather people around, bring in IT experts to build a system where you can collate your results and all that. Look at the computer and the flash screen they made you go and stand in front. In this day and age, you are still using Excel to collate your results and the NDC as a party? No. If you are serious about winning in this election, if you are serious as a former president, you want to come back and help this country, I think you need to take a second look at the people you surround yourself with and how you should invest into winning elections. How do you do that? You have to invest into IT. Get your gadgets in place where you can give it to your polling agents to tap the results or collate the results and send it to your national headquarters in time. Because your party secretary then went to court and disgraced himself because he didn't even have any evidence, because there was no system actually implemented or in place to get those results on time. Even when you were going to court, there was no evidence you had. This is what I'm talking about. Get systems in place to win elections, not do and die. Elections will not be a do and die affair, please. Let's be serious as a country. Your children are sitting at home playing video games, eating cornflakes, and you send people's children down there to die. No, we will not do elections this way again in this country. I'm sorry. Now the next issue be about the road tolls, where this government won't bring again. It's oh man, the NPP as a party, we have the man. You know, they have really disappointed Ghanaians. The NPP has really disappointed Ghanaians. And we need to tell them in their faces. We need to continue to remind them what they have done to this country. Even in the advanced countries, they are paying road tolls. You didn't do your homework well with the mobile money taxation. You didn't do it well, thinking that Ghanaians will roll on board. You made a mistake. Just come back to Ghanaians and say, we are sorry. We thought that we could do this, or we projected this, but the fiscal aspect or the reality is that we couldn't attain that. Now, you shouldn't have removed road tolls when you wanted to implement the mobile money taxation. You shouldn't have done that. You do it step by step, then you fade the road tolls out. If you feel you have achieved your projected, monies that you wanted, then you fade the road tolls out. But you were so much in a hurry that now you have premature ejaculation. This government has premature ejaculation because you didn't do your homework well. And now you are coming back to introduce road tolls. With all the hardships we are seeing, you are introducing road tolls back again. I personally don't have an issue with it, with the reintroduction. But I feel say, let's be real in this country. Let's take our time and do things in this country. Why the rush? Why the rush? Let road tolls make it day. Then you introduce the mobile money taxation, minimum. Then you start the charge alongside. Ghanaians will complain, yes. But you see, in the Western world, this is how they have developed their country. They pay taxes to develop their country. But in Ghana, we pay taxes, but we see little. That is why we always cry or complain that if you want to tax us again, we don't see most of the money is being used, judiciously. That's why we complain. But if we are able to use our taxes to do a lot of good things for the people, the masses, there will be no cause to complain. And this is how I feel things should be done. The NPP were so much in a hurry that it's just like seeing a woman that you have longed for so long, and the woman says, okay, let's go and have fun. You are in a hurry, premature ejaculation. See, now you are coming back to Ghanaians to reintroduce the road tolls. Why? You tricked us into removing it. Now you have brought mobile money taxation. Then you come back and tell us that, what you projected, you are not getting those figures. So now we have to. You see, why do you deceive Ghanaians? Why? Why are the politicians always finding dubious means to deceive well-meaning Ghanaians? For us to think that they mean well for us. They don't. This is what they did. They intentionally removed the road tolls, brought in the mobile money taxation, and now came back to complain that what they projected, they are not getting it, so now they need to introduce it back. Please. God. Anyone, let's get off the fence and talk about these issues. Join in the discourse of this country. Let's get off the fence.